And welcome, my friends. I'm Kodiak Broncos, and today it is time for me to talk about why it is time for the Broncos to unleash RJ Harvey against the New York Jets. But before we get into it, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already. Without further ado, let's dive right into it because we have absolutely no time to waste. So, I think despite what the Jets did against Javonte Williams last week, our old friend, which they really struggled on the ground against him. I think the thing that teams, the Jets in particular, have really struggled against so far this season is highly elusive, fast running backs. And part of this is due to the fact that they did not have Quincy Williams and will not have Quincy Williams for our game in a couple days. But even going beyond that, they were terrible even with him on the field. So they are still in a new scheme right now with Aaron Glenn coming over to the Jets and being their head coach or whatever. And while offensively, I don't think this will be, for the Jets at least, and against our defense, I don't think this will be the thrashing that many people think it will, especially because the Jets have a good tight end, they have a good running back, which is something we really struggled with in week 2. But also, offensively, I think we should be able to run the ball down the Jets' throat. Now, once again, they've struggled against highly physical, highly elusive running backs, and that's something that they did not do a good job of on this play right here. You see James Cook just takes it to the house. It's just way too easy for him right here. All right, okay, against a very physical offensive line, the Buffalo Bills, okay, great blocking up front, and then even after Quincy Williams gets his leg on him, or gets his arms around his leg, he's just able to shed him, and James Cook just does the rest right there. Now, if you give Harvey this much space, and he's working to the right side, and the defenders over pursue, I 1000% can see Harvey taking this one to the house. But yeah, overall, just not a great job by the Jets defense right there. Like, heck of a play by Cook, don't get me wrong, but once again. Now, keep in mind, this play, week 1, you guys all remember it, against the Tennessee Titans. We were lifeless on offense, but then we got some things going. All right, so then we were able to get this play by RJ Harvey right here, and a lot of us were just like, all right, this is a sign of things to come throughout the year. And Harvey's not ramping up right now because Dobbins has been so good. But I don't think anybody's even concerned because we know that Harvey has this a part of his skill set and his repertoire. So you get RJ Harvey right here just running. This was about a 50-yard run, if I want to believe. And watch this. This is a very similar run by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now that you watch that Harvey run, keep in mind what you just saw right there. This is a very similar run play. Now, it didn't go for as long as the Harvey run did, but just watch it. Very similar concept, very similar. Just make a couple dudes miss and get into the open field, and that's something that, once again, the Jets have really struggled with, okay? And then Bucky Irving did a heck of a job right here, so it will be on Harvey to make his plays when he does get the opportunity to, but I see no reason why, with his speed, with his tackle-breaking ability, that he shouldn't be able to. Another thing the Jets defense has not done a very good job of without Quincy Williams is the fact that they have allowed running backs to just go completely unmarked. Okay, remember week 2 when Jonathan Taylor was completely unaccounted for on our defense? It looked like a lot. Well, a lot of us wanted Jamien Sherwood last offseason, but Jamien Sherwood has made Alex Singleton look like an all-pro this season. So if you can get RJ Harvey absolutely lost in the sauce on a couple of these plays, then you could just eat the Jets alive all day long out of the backfield. And once again, I do want to show another play right here where, once again, the Jets just do not do a good job of maintaining gap integrity. And props to Buffalo for executing this. And we do have the O-line to execute this as well. But you're getting dudes pushed back, 4 or 5 yards so often. And this was a defense that under Saleh was really physical, even if the offense had no signs of life pretty much the entire era there. But once again, all right, it just looks too easy. And honestly, if you can do that with a running back in an offensive line like the Buffalo Bills have, I see no reason why the Broncos can't either. Okay, James Cook, we know he's one of the game's very best. But RJ Harvey, he's an ascending player. I don't think he'll be that, or at least I'm not ready to call him to that level yet. But, he's got that elusiveness. He's got that breakaway speed. And just watch Bucky Irving go up the gap right there. Props to Tampa Bay for blocking this well. Bad integrity. Like, this guy who's on the tight end right here should be maintaining his lane. Instead, he just gets not only 1, 2 hands on him. But yeah. So basically, things are not looking good for the New York Jets defense right now. And one thing this Broncos team has done a really good job of is taking advantage of teams that are absolutely sputtering coming into our matchup. And we've done a good job of that the past 2 seasons. And once again, you'll see HN go for a couple nice gains right here. But 1, 2, all right, get all the way to the left. And once again, heck of a play by HN. But I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to do this with Harvey as well. So I'm just going to replay all these so you can get an idea of what's to come. Either way, a little bit about this game. I mean, London games can often be tricky. London games can often be deceiving because, it's a neutral site game. And neutral site games are just often weird. No team has the advantage. Like, I don't think either team will have to go to a silent snap count. I mean, Broncos country travels pretty well. And British fans, they love to just make noise. Countries that play soccer, their fans just like to make a lot of noise. But you know what I'm saying, okay? I don't think we're going to have any, sort of advantage here. But the advantage for the Broncos is going to be establishing the run, okay? You need to keep the Jets off the field because, honestly, the Jets, they have an offense against you that can sustain drives just based on where the Broncos are weak right now. Just based on the fact that we're weak at inside linebacker. And we are getting Malcolm Roach back, so that's something to note. But also, you just got to keep in mind with the fact that the Jets defense has had a really, really tough time transitioning to Glenn's scheme so far. And this happened in 2021 and 2022 as well. For the first, 7-8 weeks of the season, the Jets defense was not good at all. Or the Lions defense, I should have said, when Glenn was their head coach or defensive coordinator. But yeah, so that basically does it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.